Well, good morning, everybody. I'm Mark Romanowsky, and we're here today at the Hawk Valley Farm, one of the oldest farms within the Lowell confines. This farm was recently purchased by the Varnum family, who originally owned it. The Lowell Parks and Conservation Trust holds a conservation restriction on the property, which in fact allows the community to come and use and enjoy the property. So we're very fortunate to have this piece of land to share with everybody. Today I'd like to talk a little bit about sleep hygiene. On our first session, we talked about the importance of exercise, and to sleep better at nighttime, it really helps if you do exercise during the day. Again, 15-30 minutes of exercise, something that's comfortable for each one of you, is very helpful. What it does is it helps calm your inner system down, your neurological system, on how you resolve issues during the day, so that by doing so, again, it helps prepare the way you're going to sleep at nighttime. Also, diet. Ideally, taking a balanced diet with nutrition throughout the day, and not necessarily eating a late dinner at nighttime, which is counterproductive. So the one thing that is beneficial from a diet standpoint, however, is a small glass of milk prior to bed, as this may induce more melatonin. So melatonin is our natural sleep hormone, and it builds up in the evening, particularly as the sun goes down. Now, if we're exposed to blue light particularly, that does suppress the production of melatonin. So at nighttime, you do want to stay away from the television and anything that has blue light in it. So that's very beneficial if you can do that. We talked about the importance of having hobbies, and certainly in the evening time, as opposed to watching television, if you took craft, music, what have you, what it does do is it calms the brain, so that during the day our brain is very active, and we have these very rapid cell formations, rhythm formations in our brain. And in fact, what happens when you're doing a craft, the brain slows down. So it does make you more comfortable and helps prepare you for sleep. We talked about deep breathing exercises. And certainly at nighttime, it's a good time to do the diaphragmatic breathing. Again, what you want to do is just focus on the breathing. Be in a comfortable position. You want to feel the air coming down, filling up the abdomen, as we talked about, like a balloon, and then slowly emptying it. And you want to do this very slowly and very deeply, and again, focusing just on the breathing. It's a great way to prepare yourself to sleep, particularly while in bed. And again, doing it for 5 minutes, 10 minutes ideally every day has very great benefits on, believe it or not, on the growth of certain parts of your brain, which help you to relax, what helps you to actually maintain information better. So that is very helpful. The other thing I'd like to talk to you today is about deep muscle relaxation. So most people are pretty familiar with the squeeze ball technique, where if you have a tennis ball, you squeeze it as hard as you can and slowly release it. And that's very helpful. And again, in more depth, we can do a whole body relaxation technique of contraction and relaxation. So this would start with your toes. And so what you do is flex the toes down, like with your fingers, flex them down, and hold it for the count of 3, and then slowly, slowly release it back to its normal position. So after you do that, you would extend the toes up. So you lift the toes up and hold them there for the count of 3, and slowly release them back to their normal position. Then what you would do is move on to bending the foot up as far as it will go, holding it for the count of 3, and slowly relaxing it back to its normal position. Then you would bend the toes and foot down and hold it for the count of 3, and slowly allow it to come back to its normal position. You would bend the leg up as far as you can, hold it for the count of 3, and then release it. Hold it up for the count of 3 as far as you can, and then slowly release it. You want to move the leg up as high as you can, and slowly release it. And you want to bend the leg back as far as you can, holding it for the count of 3, slowly releasing it back to its natural position. So next we come to our abdomen, and you want to expand the abdomen as we did in our deep breathing exercises. Hold it for the count of 3 and slowly release. Now for our back muscles, again, you want to extend the back, so you want to bend backwards as far as you can. Count of 3 and slowly release back to normal. And again, we want to go weight forward as far as you can, hold for the count of 3 and come back. This is addressing the abdominal muscles and the back muscles. So having moved up, we can now come to our hands, where we're going to squeeze, hold for the count of 3 and slowly release. We can bend our hands up as far as you can, count of 3 and slowly release. Down as far as you can, hold for the count of 3 and slowly release. Gonna bring our arms up and make a muscle, count of 3 and slowly release. Extend the arms as far as they can, slowly release. Want to shrug our shoulders up, hold for 3 and slowly release. We want to put our neck down, and then for 3 and come back to normal. And we're going to extend the neck, hold it for 3 and come back to normal. Same way to this left side, and then to the right side, count of 3 and then back to normal. Now you can also do your facial muscles. You can close your mouth as tight as possible, hold for the count of 3 and then back to normal. You can lift your cheeks up, hold it for the count of 3 and then go back to normal. So it's a progression from your toes all the way up to your feet, hands, face. And again, slower the longer you take. You can wait 3 seconds, you can wait longer, but slowly release back to their normal positions. So what this does, it does dissipate the tension in your body, so that again, something that you can apply at nighttime, hopefully to acquire a better night's sleep. Better night's sleep gets us all off to a better day. So I hope you have a great day today. Be safe. Very important, keep your hands washed, and if at all possible, try not touching your face. So until next time.